Hello there, and welcome to Redlegs Drinks, and we're at Almathea Winery. And as you can see, we're all being very safe. Everybody's wearing their masks, so we're being very conscious about what's going on in the world. But that does not stop people from drinking, because let's face it, that's part of what makes life worth living, isn't it?
That is true.
Are you all white? Well, you see, you all have reds.
Yeah, I was drinking the sweeter. I like Muscat and like Rieslings. That's
The sweeter ones.
Yes.
Oh, so I'm glad you guys. Well, thank you so much for talking with me. I hope you're having a great day.
We are. Almathea Winery is the best.
A bunch of other people that are enjoying the wines, as you can see, all kinds of wines. We've got red wines, white wines, blushes, and you can see this lady right here blushes a lot. She's a blusher.
Can't you tell?
Exactly. I'm gonna say this poor lad right here. He probably dressed himself, and he forgot what he dressed like.
I actually had help today.
It's probably a good, yeah.
I couldn't quite make it.
I wasn't going to mention it until you brought it up, but just exactly what did you do to yourself, sir?
So, do you know who Steven Seagal is?
Yes, I do.
So she knows the Steven Seagal armbar move. Bend it over and snap it.
So what did you do to deserve it?
What do you think?
You said something stupid.
Of course.
He ate all the bacon.
I ate all the bacon.
You ate all the bacon. I'll say, you're definitely a married man then.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because when you're a married man, you say all kinds of stupid things, don't you?
Every time you open your mouth.
Since my wife once asked me, how do you say so many stupid things in one day? And I said, well, I get up very early.
There you go.
Okay, now tell me, have you guys gone to other wineries, or this is the only one you go to?
Second one today.
Second one? So you're doing a bit of a touring around. Well, did you enjoy that winery as well?
We did.
So have you been to, do you have one of those little passports where you go to the different wineries and get them stamped?
Not so much anymore. We used to do that, but now they have a time limit on it, and we can't really get to the wineries in the passport in the time limit because, you have to travel.
So basically you're saying you're cutting back on your drinking?
No.
Oh, you're focusing more on the drinking and less on the driving.
There you go. There you go.
So that's a wise decision on your part, a wise decision.
This is my second winery in my whole life.
Really?
Today's she's a
What?
virgin.
So you're no longer a winery virgin? Yeah.
Virgin today, yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. See how quick it moves.
Exactly. So basically what you're trying to tell me is that this lady right here, she's had her cork popped.
Yes, she did. And I believe she enjoyed it.
I can tell. Now, you guys obviously enjoy this place, or you wouldn't be here, sitting around drinking your wines. So, what is the kind of wine? Do you guys like red wines? Do you all like red wines? I see.
We're all different. We're all different.
So you're a red.
She used to like white. She used to be a white lady, but
Yes.
now she's red. Crystal, thoughts? No?
I can tell you guys are friends.
Yeah.
I can tell you guys are good friends.
I concur.
It was just a conversation we had earlier that I misspoke. But
I think it's good.
No.
Absolutely. Hey. But you're still the white lady.
see, it's not just me.
And
No, it's not just me.
and this lady obviously is a blusher.
Yeah. I used to be a white lady, but
Back in the day.
Not anymore.
And you're always meeting new friends, new people.
Have you ever met new friends while you're here?
I met
Yeah,
these two ladies
in the
over there that
bathroom
gave us
line.
chairs. They were nice.
In the bathroom line, yeah.
The bathroom line is a great place to meet people. You have something in common.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bouncing. And those little dances that you do.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Ask me any question you want.
Do you have any rum on you?
Do I have any rum on me? No, I left my rum at home. I'm doing the wine today. Today is a wine day, and the people who know me know that when it comes to wine, there is no winer like I am.
My second question is, are you cold?
No, not yet. No,
That's not her second.
of course not underneath.
Anything underneath.
All right.
Part B.
You want to know if I'm wearing my kilt the proper way.
The part B of the question.
You want to know if there's anything worn underneath my kilt. Madam, I will tell you, there is nothing worn underneath my kilt. Everything is in perfect working order.
Listen. Thank you for your time.
And thank you. So, are you a group of just friends who come, who just hang out together?
Family and some friends.
Family and friends?
Roommates and friends.
Roommate, friends, boyfriends.
There was wine.
and just some lass you happen to pick up along the way who found out you were going to be drinking wine and said, "Can I come?" And you're like, "Sure, why not?" All right, now to the serious questions about what are you drinking here. First off, are you drinking red wines or are you drinking white wines? A little bit of both? All right, by a show of hands, who's the red wine drinkers? Oh, okay, and who's the white wine drinkers? And who's anybody here drink blush? Blush, no blush, no of those, the rosés or anything like that? No, okay. You don't know until you ask. That's so basically. But who drinks anything that's set in front of them? Yeah. So you're all a bunch of drinkers, are you? Yes. That's a good thing to be. Now, except for whiskey. Well, maybe you just haven't had the right whiskey yet.
Maybe.
That's Had too much whiskey is what you're saying. So is this the only winery that you go to, or do you go to other ones as well?
We've been to the Sherritt, White Horse, and then in Pennsylvania, Chadsford.
So do you have a favorite here that you like, you particularly like the most, or do you just like of the variety of it?
I've been doing the reds and the whites, sort of just like small sips, and I'd say the Pinot Grigio was my favorite.
This is your first time here at the winery. Yeah. Oh, did you do the wine tasting before you decided on what to get?
Right here.
This is.
We have our own wine tasting.
Understand. That was too much. Now I will tell you that one of the things that they do here that I've never seen at another winery is they have what they call the barrel tastings. And they bring out very special select wines that you get to taste, and you get to pair it with foods. And for Valentine's Day, they've got a special one that they do with chocolate. What wines go with what chocolates? And I've never heard anybody that didn't like that one. So now these two gentlemen right over here, I heard something said that you guys are pirates as well. You guys do piratey stuff.
Yeah, we every year for 8 years we've built rafts and gone down the Delaware River, sleeping overnight on islands, dressed as pirates.
So do you do any drinking while you're doing the pirating as well?
Yeah, we definitely do that, especially on the island. We usually get some nice bottles of rum. It's very necessary.
Absolutely.
You gotta get some bananas and orange. You just gotta smush that stuff in a cup, pour some rum in. It's a great drink. It's perfect when you're on the river. Get some vitamin C. Get a little bit of a.
Well, you don't want to get. Yeah, you
don't want the scurvy.
You don't want the scurvy. You don't want the rickets either.
But you don't want to get too drunk because there's some wing dams. You got to go over some dams. You got to avoid some rocks. You don't know if there's going to be some sharks coming around or some other pirates. We have ran into other pirates. Marine. We've ran into military people.
Oh, the Navy. Oh,
literally.
Wasn't the British? Was it? It wasn't the British Navy.
It was American U.S. Navy people.
Oh, okay. Well, they're not quite as bad, except for there's a few of them.
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have pirate names?
Yeah. My name is Zach, so I'm Captain Zach Sparrow.
And I'm Admiral Swiggins.
Admiral Swiggins.
That's a good name.
I like that one. I like that. Keep it. Yes. I think you just call him Swiggins anytime you see him from now on.
Avast me, Swiggins.
We've moved to yet another room that's here at the Almathea's. Is this your first time at Almathea's, or have you been here before?
This is my first time.
Oh, so how are you enjoying the wine so far?
This is fantastic. I mean, the wine is delicious. I'm here with some of my best friends. The atmosphere is great, so I'm definitely having a good time.
Is this like a party that you're having, a girls' day out kind of a thing? So it's like, let's get away from the boys.
Yes, this is a girls' weekend. We've pulled these ladies from their husbands, their fiancés. So,
Well, that's probably a wise thing to do because, the only reason I could see that you'd want one of the boys to come along with you for designated drivers.
yes.
Yeah, that would be, it's like, you stay here in the car. We're going to crack the window a little bit so you can breathe, right? Because you don't want them to, the cars get really hot even on a cool day like this. So that you can be out there. So do you have a designated driver? Do you have one of those with you? Or are you all...
Well, at the rate that we're going, one of your fiancés might have to pick us up. we are doing 3 flights. Each flight, I believe, is 5 or so wines. Each wine seems to be more delicious than the last. So,
Oh no, it's terrible, isn't it?
it's a really horrible problem to have.
If the wines here were terrible, you wouldn't have to worry about drinking too much, would you? No, these people make really, really good wines, and so you drink them all, and then the next thing you know, it's like, okay, somebody else is driving.
Well, let me ask you, have you had any of the wines?
Oh yeah, we've had a little bit over at the table. We were over there playing cards and eating and things like that. Because I've been here several times. Is this the first time you've been here? And are you familiar with the jugs that they have here?
I'm sorry, the what?
The jugs, what do you call it?
growlers?
It's like a growler, only it's bigger. See, he's got one right in his hand right there. One of those. Yeah, those are evil. He's smiling on that man. You can tell he's got a mask on. He's smiling so big. He knows how evil they are, don't you, sir?
I mean, several of us are considering purchasing one, so.
I cannot recommend against it. I cannot recommend against it. But this is what happens to you when you have one of those.
Okay.
You say, I'm going to have a little bit of wine. I'm going to have a little bit of more wine. I think I'll have another little bit of wine. And then the next thing you know, the whole thing's evaporated. It's like, what happened to the wine? It was like a whole thing here and it's gone. So, well, I'm so glad you guys have come here. And like I said, this is just a day out for you. It's not like nobody's having a birthday or nobody's like getting married or anything like that. This is not one of those kind of events.
I mean, yes, exactly. We're about to encounter some birthdays. Our friend group is starting our fall birthdays, first week of November. We have a few weddings coming up next year. So this is definitely the precursor to a lot of celebrations. But for right now, we're just having a lovely girls' weekend.
Oh, that's lovely.
I'm glad we got to have these wines, got to meet you as well.
Well, you'll get over that.
Yeah, probably. Give us like one more flight.
So we're now inside one of the tasting rooms. Now I believe this is where they taste the not reds.
Actually, everything is being sampled today here.
Everything we've got.
Generally, this is used for serving the dry white wines.
But today we've got the red wines as well.
Red wines and off dries too.
Oh my goodness!
Our entire lineup.
The entire lineup. So apparently, they've been having some problems here with criminals, and they put them in a lineup.
It's a lineup.
So, and are you folks here for the tasting?
We are. We actually are. We come here pretty frequently. We've probably been here maybe 5 times over the last 2 months.
Okay, so you've got a drinking problem.
This is my COVID. This is where I go with COVID. No, this is where I go during COVID. As my haven.
But you are wearing a mask, so you're being responsible. And that's important.
I am wearing a mask and being responsible. South Park calls it a chin diaper.
Oh, so that, we don't want, because we want to make sure that everybody's safe while they're out here so they can drink more.
Yeah, very safe. Yep.
Yes, exactly. So which is your favorite one? Since you come out here regularly, you probably have a favorite.
So
The Franc is my favorite. There may be a family affiliation to the Franc, and I won't say just in case I get in trouble for this interview.
I don't want to make you in trouble.
But yes, the Franc is my favorite by far. It's the most amazing thing in the world.
I will tell you, my wife feels the same way. She prefers the Cab Franc.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So are you affiliated with the winery here?
Maybe the grapes, but I
Maybe the grapes.
can't deny or agree with that statement. I'm just going.
So you're pleading the
I can't
fourth.
admit or deny the following, but that might be
Just the fifth.
something that has happened. Yeah.
At least, and we can tell that the gentleman back there, he knows how to count.
Do you know how to count, sir?
Apparently.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He does.
See? Oh, that's great.
I can confirm.
So, are the four of you all friends?
We are.
Now,
Tinkerbell is actually my niece. I don't know if you met Tinkerbell.
Sidekick, actually.
oh, that's what. And see, she's got a bottle
A
of
Dom
wine.
Perignon.
So she's one of those kind of dogs.
She is. She's very friendly, and she has that side tooth that gives her a little attitude. You see it in the front, that side tooth.
A little bit of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a pooch with an attitude.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
side tooth attitude.
Side tooth attitude, yeah, as opposed to a side glare.
Yeah.
Side eye.
No resting bee face.
yes.
Just a side tooth.
Yes. No, yeah, we've got side eye and now we've got side tooth.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. Yes, all right, so you were saying, so all of you are friends with each other. It's not just, are any of you like married to each other or getting married to
We are married to each other.
to each other?
Yes.
That's a good thing to be.
Yes, I'm the wine expert and he's the beer expert in this couple.
Oh, so do you share back and forth and you say, we should try this one and we should try that one, and you say, oh, let's try this wine with this meal, let's try that beer with this meal.
We are like foodies at heart. I do wine consulting. I used to work for a huge wine auction house.
Oh my god.
So
you really know
we
this
come
like
here. He still works for that wine auction house. This is my good friend Pete. And so we came here to prove that there are amazing wines being made in the East Coast.
There you go.
And in New Jersey.
And in New Jersey.
COVID, a proper COVID shirt.
Exactly. 3 hugs,
If you hug me, you may get an uppercut.
Try to do it and it's your dead meat. Try to do it and dead meat. Oh, so are any of you is anyone here the designated driver?
Bill.
Yes.
Bill is a high school math teacher. We claim him as the most responsible of the group, and therefore he drives.
So basically, he didn't volunteer to be the designated driver. You were a designated. You were a designated the driver.
I'm originally from Manhattan. I don't have a driver's license. So therefore, he is my driving Miss Daisy partner here.
So that's why you don't have one. So you can go, well, I can't drive. Right?
You're catching on quick here.
I'm not. Once again, I'm married, so I know these things.
Oh, there you
yes. go. I know about all these things. I'm going to get in so much trouble when my wife sees this. I'll tell you, I'm going to get in so much trouble. So you say you've got the wine and the beer. Who does the distilled liquors?
We both do.
So you
I'm a big Macallan fan. You're a big, what's your Scotch? Lagavulin.
Okay.
Nah.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah. Parks and Rec. Me and Ron.
Yeah. Ron Swanson.
So basically, what he's got a huge mustache under there we just can't see.
I'm not gonna. You're trying to get me to pull it down. I'm not gonna.
No.
Don't be tricky with us.
Right?
Now tell me, do either of you, or you as well, sir? Do either of you cook with wine?
Oh my God, I always cook with wine. And
Do you ever put any in the food?
Yes. My husband yells at me because he says I put way too fancy wines in the food, and I'm like, but when you have good ingredients, you have to put the best in.
I will say that. Have you ever heard the saying, if it's not worth drinking, it's not worth cooking with?
Yes.
Stand by it.
Yes.
That is a very good statement to stand by.
I will tell you that I've done that. I've tried wine that I didn't like to drink with, and I put it in the food, and the food was not good after that. I was like, no. Never ever do that. That saying is so true.
It's got to be an equal level of ingredients, and if you're going to like Whole Foods or your private butcher or wherever you're going, your wine needs to be on that same level.
Exactly.
It has to be.
Yes. If you're gonna cook with it, make sure you like drinking it.
Especially if you're one of those extra snobby people out there where everything's sourced sustainably and organic. You cannot now put barefoot bubbly into your wine. That is like sacrilegious. Never let that happen. Sorry, into your food. Apologies. Into your food.
Now, do you believe that a bottle of wine has to be expensive to be good?
No, never.
Because they've
just have to
proven
like
that here,
it.
haven't you? You've proven that here several times.
You have to like it. And there's no biases with wine. It's you drink it and you like it or you don't like it, and it doesn't matter.
Exactly. So you're saying personal taste plays a big part of what people like.
Absolutely.
You can't just say, "Oh, this is a good bottle of wine and you should like it," and say, "Oh, don't like it."
My job is not to tell them what to like. My job is to describe what we have, and it is for their palate to determine, yes, I like it, no, I don't.
Have you had anybody here who hasn't liked anything you've had?
Anything? No.
Yeah, no.
No.
There's usually something here that someone will like.
Right. Usually we have a wine that will please every palate out there.
That's good to know.
But every now and then we get some people that are just not pleased with a particular wine, and that's okay. That's part of the experience.
That's true. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad. Because this is one of, I'll tell you, this is definitely one of our favorite wineries. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
No, this is not. If you like good wines, this is a good place for wine.
This is arguably one of the best wineries I've seen in the U.S.
Yeah.
Blinded anyone against
Yeah.
blinds?
I'm sorry.
We've done some blind tastings here. Tell us about some blind tastings.
Oh boy. So
absolutely.
We have put up our Chardonnay Sur Lie, which is this lady right here, against the Puligny Montrachet, which is basically going at the stores for $80 and to the blind. And at the end of the night, people have picked Our Lady here over the Puligny Montrachet. We've also done it with Cabernet Sauvignon against Opus One, which is one of the most well-known high-end Cabernets from California. And again, at the end of the night, to the blind, they selected Almathea Cellars.
And that's something to be incredibly proud of. Be incredibly proud of.
Yes.
Well, that's what we want to do. Is we want to go around and promote all of the Jersey and Philadelphia drinking places. That, you know, because there's so many good ones. People don't know. People think, oh, you got your wine from New Jersey, and they're like, well, that can't be any good. And it's like, well, that's because you haven't tried. Although to be fair, there are some terrible wines in New Jersey.
Absolutely.
To be fair, there are some really terrible wines in New Jersey. So, do yourself a favor. If you find yourself anywhere in the South Jersey, Greater Philadelphia area, take a trip out there and get some very fine tasting wine. Until next time, this has been Redlegs Drinks.